Fruits of the Forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the Forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome to the kitchen again, Mzansi. We're going to make a beautiful sweet treat now. Choc chip cookies. Who doesn't love choc chip cookies? Well, you could actually make a whole batch, a double batch. And then for the weekend.
Eat them yourself. No,
yeah.
eat them yourself.
Jen, am I excited about this recipe?
It's a really nice, it's simple, it's easy, and seriously, I love anything that all goes into one bowl.
Yeah, and this is actually what happens here. Can I ask you, when is a favorite time to eat choc chip cookies?
All day.
I like to hide them under my bed. I hide all my sweet stuff under my bed, Mzansi, even my my caramel, condensed milk caramel, under the bed for my husband.
Oh,
no,
your husband.
See what I do? And the next morning I wake up, oh gosh, what did I eat last night?
I say that's your guilty pleasures.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. How do you start this?
So what I'm going to do is, obviously we're going to be using these lovely fruits of the forest, and this has got nice cereal in it, so it's got fibre and roughage, and it's going to just give this a little bit of extra. So we'll start with some eggs, okay?
How did you just break that egg? Sorry, I just want to see what you did.
I had this communication with the egg, and I said to it, come to Mama.
So you break it with your ring?
Yes. Jeez, I'll break my nail, doll.
Remember, Mzansi, if you want to break an egg, use your wedding ring.
Okay, so you want to get this going. Break the egg up because you want the white and the yellow to be friends. And then I'm going to put the icing sugar in. Okay, so the icing sugar will make the cookie nice and light, and it dissolves very, very easily.
But I like that we're not using sugar because it takes a much longer time for sugar to dissolve than icing sugar.
Absolutely. And then I normally, see what I like to do? I like to go from the middle and then just bring it all back, and it just goes so much quicker than trying to sort of go all the way around the bowl. And then I'm going to put my delicious fruits of the forest.
I love fruits of the forest. It's got loads of nutrients inside there. And what I like about it is the big fruit, and it's crunchy. It's beautifully crunchy. Yeah, fiber.
For me, I think that's so important that one should always get. So have a look here, darling. Bite with the cereals in it.
Jen, I've got a ready dough here. I like to play with dough, and I want to taste this dough because I can taste the cookie when I taste the dough. It's already crunchy. I can taste the vanilla, but I can taste the fruit of the forest.
You see, this is what I like. I mean, if I look at my mixture, the fruit hasn't lost its shape. You know, it's really nice and big. Okay, so I'm going in here now with a little bit of flour. And I'm going to just hold a little bit back. This is quite a wet mixture, so don't be alarmed when you make it, because you're going to sort of mix it up with, you're going to, you know, put it onto the tray with some spoons. And then salt goes into it. As you know, salt enhances the flavor of anything and everything. And we're actually going to add a little bit of baking powder to this. And the reason for that is, although I have to say that Fruits of the Forest is going to give it a nice lift, it's got chocolate chips in it, which are very heavy through the lips and on the hips, and who cares? Because I don't.
So what I've done here, if you've made the dough already made, what I like to do is to make it like in a type of a sausage. And then I put this in the freezer, and when I feel like cookies, you just put the oven on, cut them, put them into your plate, and then within 10, because this bakes in about 12 minutes.
Yes, they go very fast. Do you know what I would also do? You could actually mark them off.
What do you mean mark them off?
In other words, just take your knife and kind of on the dough itself, just make little indentations so that...
I've seen.
You've seen. I want to put more of this. This is so delightful.
So you can, look at that.
You see?
It's like a miracle.
It's a miracle. Yes, it's a miracle.
So we're going to put that on there. And then... the way I also like to do it here, I know you're going to use the spoon method, but I've added a little bit of extra flour in my dough to make it more pliable. And not like spoony, and I just like to cut it like this. And then put that on the plate. And always, guys, preheat the oven, 180 degrees. And then always in the center of the oven. You bake always in the center of the oven, not on the top or at the bottom or anything like that.
Okay, so this is a really nice recipe. And now, how big do you want your cookies, doll?
As big as better,
Big as
dear.
better.
You know me. You know me.
Yeah,
I
go
like my
big or
food.
go
Huh? Jen, I think you need to give them a bit of space there. Aren't they going to crawl into each other's bodies?
Well, I don't mind if they crawl into each other's space, because then you just take them and you break them, baby. Or you eat a double one. It's
But
called
you
a
know
figure
what?
of 8.
I'm going to grab one here. And I want to
Okay.
taste these goodies. Look how beautiful it is. Look at the choc chips. And I think what you can use is all, if you want to zhuzh it up, you can use white chocolate, you can use dark
yes,
chocolate,
or
you
both.
can use mint chocolate, you can use any type of chocolate that you like. And you can also use any type of fruit of the forest that you like. You know, it comes in
Yes.
different flavors.
Absolutely.
So you can use any one you like. Let me just have a quick television bite, guys. They tell us television bite, otherwise our mouths are full of food and we can't talk to you.
Well, sometimes we don't mind if we can't talk.
Oh,
Look
it is
here.
lekker.
So I'm going to, this is just a little tip. You can use milk if you want to, or a little bit of beaten egg. And we're just going to spread it.
Yeah.
So that it does its thing like that. And these are like, to see how she eats on her own, but it's fine. And
I'm sorry, darling Jen.
I suppose one of us need to talk, so
I'm going to cut this one in half for you. I'm sorry. Here we go.
No, what I basically want to just
It's
take
a
this
peace
little bit of
offering.
water. It's a piece, yeah,
It's a
little peace offering.
I thought you were going to catch that one.
No, what I wanted to talk about was the texture.
Yeah.
It's lovely and chewy and crumbly. And that is why I want to just divide that up with that. That is why you can see you get that height.
Yes.
On the left. Let me just keep this. I'm not going to eat it now because I just want to keep talking. Can I do that?
Yes, for sure.
Would
You
you
can do
recommend
anything.
it? Would you
Yes.
recommend it?
The more chocolate, the better. So, peeps, the more chocolate, the better. And if you want this recipe, go to afternoonexpress.co.za and join us on Monday again for another fabulous recipe.
Fruits of the forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.